And when we do move to the NFL, we're going to institute the clock on 2 of the games. We'll try and keep the picks under about 2 minutes on that one. So we will dive right in. But we do have 2 teams on a bye this week. That is the Vikings and the Texans. Vikings finally coming home from the United Kingdom. They spent 2 weeks over there. Found 2 wins. So I guess it's not all.
Here Minnesota's a little rough weather-wise. Why don't we send you somewhere overseas? Oh, great. Where are we playing? England.
Also, you send them over there when the weather's actually still nice in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like
let's
we're going to take you out of
someplace
nice weather, put you in shitty weather, and then you're going to come back.
Get you ready for wintertime. How about 2 weeks in England?
2 weeks in Ireland and England. Yeah, that
also
works.
Watch out. People are getting mugged out there. So to be fair, that was Ireland.
That was Ireland. So
to be fair.
All right, we will start Sunday, 1:00 Eastern time on Fox. And we'll bring the clock out for this game, maybe more for myself than for you. But it is the 2-1 Dallas Cowboys. They're a 3.5-point road favorite at the Carolina Panthers. You're over under on this one, 49.5. Sean.
Man, that spread is wacky to me. Like the Panthers win a game and everybody doesn't know what to do with them, and I think that's probably what it is nobody knows what to do with the Carolina Panthers. I don't know if the Carolina Panthers know what to do with the Carolina Panthers. Rico Dowdle revenge game. I'm gonna be the first to really sell that. This is the Rico Dowdle round. Yeah, easy for me to say. I said it right the first time. I should have shut my mouth.
Should just let it go.
Yeah. No, Panthers look like they're waking up a little bit. I think they've got the running game going. They do have a tight end out of Notre Dame playing for them now.
2 of them actually.
Yeah, they got a
Trimble and Evans.
Yeah, they got a rookie coming in. Has 2 touchdowns, I believe, in 2 weeks. That was my surprise waiver wire pickup a few weeks ago. So that was very exciting. And the good news for the Panthers is the Cowboys defense is still the Cowboys defense. So I think there's a lot of variables in this game. My advice to you as a gambling person, don't touch this game. Just don't. There's too many things that could go wrong. I guess just based on how bad the Panthers have been up until their win, I'm going to take Dallas to cover that 3.5 just because I think Dallas's offense is playing at a very high level, and I don't know what Carolina can do to stop that or compete with it, and they're probably going to have to score more points than Rico Dowdle's capable of. So I'm going to take Dallas reluctantly, and I think it's going to stay under barely. I think that number's not even fun to pick, so I'll take under in Dallas. It could easily be Carolina and over. I don't really know, but that's my gut says go there.
All right, very good. Yeah, for me, the Cowboys are about.
God, I'm still with them.
Are about.
But they are who we thought they were.
Yeah. Besides the kind of goose egg game in Chicago, the Cowboys have pretty much performed as expected. You lose to the Eagles, you beat the Giants, you don't lose to the Packers. That was a little surprising. And then you got the win over the Jets. So I had the Cowboys somewhere between 2-3 and 3-2, and that's exactly where they are at 2-1. The offense is playing phenomenally. Dak Prescott playing the best quarterback, best football of his career, and really has command over this offense. The players seem to be kind of gelling under the first-year coach Brian Schottenheimer. Defense stinks. So if they can figure that out at all, this team certainly could be some sort of decent. I'm not going to say good. I'm not going to say great, but some sort of decent. And yeah, the Rico Dowdle revenge game may be a little scary, but I'm not that worried about the Carolina Panthers. I think there's still a team that's trying to figure out who they are and what they're going to be. So I do think the Cowboys get the win. I think they cover that 3.5. And I think it goes a slight over because I think the Cowboys are going to put up a lot of points. Panthers are going to score some, and I think it's
Just
going
say, you
to
might
be
see the
enough.
Ted McMillan show against.
Yeah, I
that
think it's going to be
defense.
enough
We'll
to
see.
tip the scale. So Dallas and the over on Sunday there. Devin does have the Cowboys in the under. So then let's move to Sunday, 1:00 on Fox. It is the 3-2 Seattle Seahawks. They are a 1.5 point road favorite against the 4-1 Jaguars. And who the over under 45.5 in this one, Sean.
Yeah, it's a strange one because I've been really high on Jacksonville and I've been really high on, their kind of comeback to, we'll call it prominence, I guess, just relevance. I think that it's a good year for them, just like someone on this panel predicted. Having said that, I also was very high on the Seahawks. These are two teams that I had as highly improved or at least better than expected for a lot of people. And, you say, well, the Seahawks are 3-2. Let's not forget that in my mind, they're 4-1 because I still think they beat the 49ers if Sam Darnold doesn't trip over his own guy. Well, in
that case, the Cowboys beat the Seahawks
there you go.
in Seattle all those years ago.
Seahawks.
All those years ago, Romo fumbled the snap, but scored the touchdown.
There you go. But still, I do like the Seahawks here. I think the Jaguars got a real quality win under their belt. Could I see them just carrying that through and beating the Seahawks? I could. But even in a loss last week, I think Seattle showed that, if they have to flex their offensive muscle, they will. And they've played other games where if they have to flex their defensive muscle, they will. And I think they'll flex whichever muscle you need them to. And I think Seattle gets the job done here. I think they cover that 1.5 and give me the over because I think they'll score enough points.
All right, crashing into the studio.
Yeah, that's
the van is here, buddy.
EJ, how we doing this week?
I'm doing well. Sorry, but guys, I had a little late. Had a couple dinner plans and I had to do my podcast, but we're here.
Don't worry, we didn't notice.
We know you missed me, Sean. Shut up.
Yeah, we did. We did. There was not as many bad takes as there normally are. No, EJ, real quick. We won't have you analyze the whole game, but Cowboys 3.5 at Carolina. You're over under 49.5.
Typical trap game, but I'll take Dallas win that one. And I will take the over.
It's a trap.
All right, and then this one we have Seattle. They are 1.5 point road favorites at Jacksonville. 45.5 is your over under.
This is a big game, actually. This is actually one of the best games of the weekend.
Yeah,
who would have thought that?
And this slate not great this weekend, but this is a strong one.
Yeah, and you got top 12 quarterback and Sam Darnold and right now, playing here too. Also on top of that, what are you talking about? We talking about. See,
God dang it.
I know that.
You think that slide all day? Come on, I'm not that slide. This is gonna be a good
He
game.
heard us talking Seahawks. It's like I gotta get into the studio.
The thing is that both these teams are mirrors of each other in both conferences. Like, who are these? We still don't know who these teams are. Like, the Jags are 4-1, but some folks will say it feels fraudulent. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Seahawks do also, and Seahawks probably should be in Tampa on Sunday. It was the best game of the year, probably.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
So these teams mirror each other really in a lot of ways. Best the over, obviously. But I am going to take. This is tough, bro. Give me the Jags. They're home. Give me the Jags, but it's a tight nip game, 3-point game. But the over is the best bet here.
Yeah, I like the over here. Offenses are clicking. And here's the thing: both have really good defenses right now who can force turnovers and score points themselves. So, I think the over is probably the safer point.
I think in a close game, like what pushed me to Seattle was I trust a mistake from. I trust a quarterback mistake from Jacksonville way before I trust a quarterback mistake from Seattle. So I would definitely think Trevor Lawrence has the better odds at that.
Yeah, for sure. So, but I just think the emotion of coming off a Monday night win, I think it's going to be harder for Jacksonville to recover from it. Like, it would just sound
a lot
weird.
Of calming down to do.
Like, it's a highly emotional, shorter week to prepare. You
That's
have
a
a
good
really
point.
good team coming in, probably by all accounts, a better team than you just played. So I think Seattle's going to kind of catch Jacksonville at the right time, give them their second loss of the year. So I think they cover and win the game. But yeah, I do think they hit the over as well in that one. Devin has the Seahawks and the under. All right, next one, and the rest of the way we'll hit the 2-minute clock on these final two
All right.
games as well. But we have the 4-1 somehow 4-1 San Francisco 49ers. They travel to 4-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are the 3-point home favorite. Your over-under on this one, 47.5. Like I said, 4:25 Eastern time on CBS. EJ, we'll go to you first.
Great game. Two teams right now that are making the case for second best in the conference, maybe. I don't know. The Niners, they're 4-1 now. It's amazing what they're doing. I mean, right now, I'm looking at Coach of the Year. Like, both these coaches here have an argument to be Coach of the Year right now through 5 weeks. But the Bucs are due. Every game they've won this year, it's been a comeback. Last minute comeback. They're due a complete game. And I think the emotion, even though it's a long week for the Niners, the emotion of winning that game against the Rams on the road, it's a lot to ask them to do this again. And I think the Bucs are due a complete game. Give me the Bucs here to win this game and cover. And I will take what do I have here? I missed it here. Oh, I have the over.
All right, very good. Sean.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely two teams. I mean, you talk about two teams that have kind of mirrored each other in an ability to kind of snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat. Both teams have been doing that all season. And, sometimes it's the mark of a lucky team. Sometimes it's the mark of a good one. I think it's going to take us several more weeks to kind of figure out which of those each of these teams are. But man, the 49ers really got fortunate in that, and you're right, it was an emotional win. But man, that was just play errors, coaching errors. There's a lot of things going wrong on the Rams side of the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
They're a Kyron Williams touchdown away from another loss that in my head still feels like one, but it wasn't. They're 4-1. They're looking good. I think the Buccaneers are looking better, especially at home. I think I trust the Buccaneers coaching staff right now more. I trust Baker Mayfield way more. I saw a comment in here. I guess the students have arrived here in Tampa. So Emeka Egbuka, I don't know about best wide receiver in the league, but
Best rookie receiver?
He's definitely
He's
playing that.
certainly the best receiver in Tampa, and arguably right now the best wide receiver in Florida.
I think through 5 weeks, he has a case of being one of the best receiver in the league.
He's up
through
there.
5 weeks.
A lot of the guys that you would say are better just aren't showing it, and yeah, he's making a very strong case. So Godwin's going to be healthier. Give me the Buccaneers. I'd say cover the 3. I think they're going to easily cover the 3, and I'm going to take the over because there's going to be a lot of points, obviously. So let me go ahead and do that.
Very good. Devin in the comments has the Niners and the over. EJ, you're talking about these two coaches, Coach of the Year candidates, Shane Steichen and Liam Cohen would also like a word.
No, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, if you're doing top 5, they're definitely top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be some shaking out there that'll happen. But, yeah, looking at this game, I mean, you got to give credit to the Niners, again, much as I dislike them as a team, and they are doing surprising things to still be at 4-1. But that bubble's got to burst somewhere. And when you're coming east, I know it's not a 1:00 game, but you're coming east against a really good team at home. It's going to be a tough environment to play in. I like the Bucs here, and I like them a lot. I actually think it stays under. I think the Bucs defense is going to make some plays over a banged up offense. Bucs are going to score points. I don't think the Niners score enough to get it over, and we still don't know. Mac Jones looked like he was in a bad way with his leg last week. Don't really know where he's at physically right now, but I'm sure it's still going to be banged up a little bit. So
is he the starter still next week?
I believe so. I don't think Purdy's ready to come back yet. So I think there with Mac Jones. I like the Bucs a ton. I think they get it done, and I will take the over as well. And then last one for the week, one that maybe had a little bit more luster to it. before we started the season, but nevertheless, we are here. It is the Detroit Lions 4-1. They go on the road to 2-3 Kansas City, who surprisingly get this number when you can 1.5 point favorite in this one. Your over under is 50. This one Sunday night, 8:20 Eastern time on NBC. EJ.
Got a hard time thinking the Chiefs could be 2-4 in the middle of October. That's really strange for me to see that. And yet
Apparently, it's strange for Vegas as well.
Yeah, and yet that reality might set here for the Chiefs. Honestly, the Lions right now are, in my opinion, the best team in football right now. Currently, they're just playing the best football right now since that week 1 loss. Like that week 1 loss against the Packers. I don't remember anymore. I just mentioned it because it was there, So, but this is tough because the Chiefs are. I can't imagine Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid being 2-4. I understand the schedule plays it that way. God, this is tough, man. I'll go KC because the Detroit's do a letdown. But damn, don't bet this game. And if you're gonna bet it, I would bet the over in this one. But don't bet this game, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's a safe play. But Sean, Lions at the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing scary about that number is you're trying to figure out why it's there. I think, there's nothing in my mind that points to the Kansas City Chiefs covering that one. Like, I just don't.
Wildest part is on CBS Sports. It's moved to 2.5.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
So people are still betting them. Oh no, they're betting.
But I can tell you why though. What we've seen week to week now, all these great teams week to week, we start believing them, and then what happens? They lose a game they shouldn't lose.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. There's a lot of parity there, and I think there's a lot of folks on the radio telling you that like the Chiefs aren't dead, and the Chiefs aren't dead, and the Chiefs aren't dead. And I think people refuse to believe they're just going to lay down and die. I don't think they're going to lay down and die, but I do think Man Campbell's going to beat them to death, and it's going to happen whether they want it to or not. Like you said, the Lions are playing as good a football as anybody in the league. I think their defense is playing great. You don't have Rashee Rice back yet. I get it. The offenses look better. But you haven't pass protected super well. And if you're not going to do that against the Detroit Lions, you're not going to have time to scramble. You don't scramble against Dan Campbell. That should be a slogan. Yeah, I just think the Lions have too many weapons to stop. And I don't care if it's in Kansas City. I know that's probably 6 of these 6 points instead of 3 anywhere else. So give me the Lions. Give me Man Campbell. Give me who I think is the best team. And if the Chiefs find a way to beat them, good for them. But I don't think this game buries them either way. I think the Chiefs still have a legitimate shot at the playoffs, even if they go 2-4.
I agree.
But I think they're going to have to prove themselves because I think they're going to be 2-4.
Playoffs?
Yeah, I don't think, especially in a division that, the Chargers haven't run away with it yet. So you're even
Not
at
at
2-4, you're still alive. Chargers do, luckily for them, have the advantage of a couple of 3 division wins already. Devin has the Lions and the over.
You can give me the over. I didn't say it, but you can give me the over. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, look, just kind of hammering home the same points as you guys. The Chiefs, although not dead, this game is one of those ones where I feel like they're just going to be like, can we end it so somebody doesn't get hurt? Because Detroit is so good right now, and they are clicking. They are healthy. They look every bit as good as they have over the last couple of years, maybe better. And Sean brings up a great point. And the Chiefs, again, no matter how you love them, you hate them, in the trenches the last couple of years, they've been very good on both sides of the ball. Go back to the Trevor Lawrence. I get knocked, the Chumbawamba touchdown from last night. Right. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Chris Jones, Kyle on this show for many years talked about Chris Jones.
He got blown up on that play.
The most valuable player for the Chiefs. That guy didn't know where Trevor Lawrence was. He's on the ground flailing. The clock, it's getting late early for the Chiefs. Okay. And on the offensive side of the ball, they're getting dominated at the line. That's a recipe for disaster against this Lions defense right now. So I have the Lions Like, if you can get this 2.5, 1.5, half a point, it doesn't matter. Grab the Lions on that spread. And I'm not sure if it gets over because I don't know that the Chiefs can score enough points to combine with what the Lions do to get the over. So I'm going to take a slight under in this one. I think this is going to be as lopsided of a performance and result as we've seen in a Chiefs game in a very long time. I really do. I think this one's going to be. Unfortunately, we're going to have to hear Al Michaels and or Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth try to make up things to talk about on a Sunday night. So that's the problem for us. But that is where we will leave week number 6. Already 6 weeks in to the National Football League season. That's where we will leave it.